Now, this match is interesting. This match was not announced here on the card. Now, if any of you saw the pre-show, we had a Q&A session with Devin Thomas that was quickly interrupted by Tim Boston. Then Ryan put Tim Boston into a push-up challenge with a young fan here at ringside. Devin Thomas may or may not have interrupted that. And Tim Boston basically, that's a setup for the match. This wasn't announced, they both had nothing to do, and now we're having a phenomenal match.
John, I'm not sure if that's exactly how things went down.
I mean, it is?
John, Tim Boston has been stalking Now This Is Wrestling for months, demanding a match here tonight.
I'm just showing you what the tail of the tape says.
Devin Thomas's Q&A with our awesome fans.
I don't deny that.
Either way,
we're about to be in. This is one of the best impromptu matchups I've ever seen lined up. That's a fan right there who won the push-up contest against Boston earlier tonight.
Well, the cryonic redneck might have been weighed down a little bit with some of his sweet, tasty ice cream treats. But I hope he's ready, because there is nothing that's going to hold down Devin Thomas.
I mean, going back to this push-up contest, I do question Lonnie's ability to count. However, Ryan did point out he is from Council Bluffs.
Well, we won't hold that against him. Devin Thomas, who came 1 second away from defeating Jay Fowler last month and becoming the first ever Now This Is Wrestling champion.
How privileged are we to be able to call a match of that caliber for the Now Championship?
That was an incredible match, and we're going to have another one tonight. And John, this could be one heck of a match here.
Absolutely. Tim Boston and, these guys have held championships here in the metro area. They're no strangers to each other. They're no strangers to winning. They're no strangers to being talented. Like, we're in for a treat. And this is an impromptu matchup that was made an hour ago. Are they saying to tie his beard?
The fans here apparently want to do some...
Boston has a few things to say lately.
Some wardrobe changes to the beard of the cryonic redneck.
When does Boston not have something to say? Let's be honest here. Boston may talk more than us. Is referee Josh going to tie the beard?
Tim Boston told me earlier that
he's tying it.
He did come here to churn it down.
Oh, Razor Ramon.
And I asked him, churn down for what?
We're starting things off here.
It's the bell, and we are rolling. Devin Thomas on the advantage first. Those hard knife-edge chops to the chest.
Right to the nipple.
Cold Stone Tim Boston. If you're Tim Boston, one nice thing, though. After Devin Thomas lights you up like a Christmas tree, you got all those tasty cold treats in the back. Doubles as an ice pack.
He doesn't have that many left. I may have gotten into this.
John, we talked about this. You're always wired up by the end of the night when you eat sugar.
Hey, but you always calm me down with a bedtime story.
Tim Boston finding himself on the wrong end of a chop exchange.
I mean, that was an edge of his hand, to be fair. I got your back.
Touche, I appreciate that.
Devin Thomas. I gotta ask you, you're Devin Thomas, right? Hold on, we'll let this move happen for a second here.
Thomas charging up and shoots it. Nobody home as Tim Boston smartly got out of the way. Beautiful standing arm drag by Devin Thomas. Another one to Cold Stone Tim Boston. Tim Boston's been here before. He's seen this. So is Devin Thomas. Standing switch. Another standing switch.
My God.
Both of these men know each other very well. They are no strangers.
You don't say. It's like brothers fighting each other over here.
Each man jockeying for position. Who's going to get the other upper hands here?
Uh-oh.
Tim Boston wisely posting there.
Tim Boston didn't move. He wasn't allowing Thomas to get one of those fancy moves off.
Tim Boston up and over to the...
I've seen that look in Devin's eyes before.
John, I think it might be time to fly.
Is he going? Oh, no, he might just be waiting for Boston. I think he wants to embarrass Boston a little more, as evidence to that push-up contest earlier tonight.
Devin Thomas, a veteran of the Omaha area.
You know, I gotta ask you. You're working on that knee. You're Devin Thomas. You were milliseconds away from winning the now championship. Now, you basically had to be challenged in an impromptu match. He wasn't on the card tonight. What goes through the mindset of a guy like that? You know, when something happens to a guy?
I think Devin Thomas he's got to be thinking he needs a win. He needed a reason to get back in a now ring, so these people didn't forget about the performance he had at Phase 2. So in a way, Tim Boston interrupting his Q&A was a blessing in disguise.
I can see that.
Both of these men last time we were here in the Beardmore Event Center lost to the Buns of Steel Jay Fowler, the eventual Now This Is Wrestling champion.
Very deserving. Oh, we got a selfie. We got a selfie going on here.
Taking a few moments.
Oh, photo ops.
Those are the kind of unique opportunities you can only find here at Now This Is Wrestling.
Over here. Oh, he took the Iowa hat off. I don't blame him here. We are in Nebraska.
Did not know Devin Thomas was such a social media influencer.
Devin Thomas, a man of the people.
Devin Thomas looking to take back control of this match as Tim Boston was able to smartly get away from him, create some space, and get back into the ring here.
Devin, just feeding off this crowd here tonight. Devin looks like he's having some fun. Boston, just fear.
Tim Boston covering up, knowing that the end could be coming at any moment.
Oh, wait, oh, payback from pre-match.
The dreaded hair tie to the face.
Uh-oh.
Tim Boston, a side of him that we haven't seen here in months, and Now This Is Wrestling. Both men just trading exchanges, trading elbows to the face.
Oh, interesting.
Tim Boston wisely set up Devin Thomas there. Well scouted by Tim Boston.
And Boston, oh!
Snapping neck breaker sends Devin Thomas down to the mat.
Boston trying to churn it down here tonight.
Tim Boston driving those elbows into the chest, into the heart of Devin Thomas.
Look at the tenacity of the former now champion. Unbelievable.
John, I'm getting dizzy watching this.
My head hurts.
Elbow after elbow after elbow to the sternum.
It's like an ice cream headache. Oh, just the ego on Tim Boston around here.
Tim Boston begged for a match here tonight. And he was finally able to get one. He is making the most of his opportunity.
It's going to take more than that to put Devin Thomas down. Crowd into the referee over here.
Tim Boston applying that, looks like front headlock here.
This crowd will let these refs hear it, that's for sure.
Devin Thomas using this crowd to fire him up, trying to break the hold of Tim Boston.
Oh, Devin with a sleeper of his own.
Now Tim Boston could be going to sleep here.
Good, put him to sleep, then I can get into the rest of his stash. And I'm not talking about the one on his face. Oh, speaking of face.
Smart jawbreaker by
Devin
Tim Boston there to
Thomas.
break that sleeper hold. John, I was going to tell you, if you're going to go back and raid the stash, make sure you grab me one of those ice cream bars.
Yeah, you want one of those ones shaped like the Ninja Turtles? I love those ones. The gumball eyes. Those are my favorite.
Tim Boston paintbrushing the back of the head of Devin Thomas. It's beard versus the locks.
Who uses more hair product? Devin Thomas on his hair or Tim Boston on his beard?
I think Tim Boston's beard is 95% chocolate syrup. Does that count?
May not be wrong. Let's start a Twitter poll. What, Jeremy Logan, can we get a Twitter poll over there? Let's see the crowd. We'll check in on that later tonight.
Devin Thomas fighting back here. Shot after shot to the abdomen of Tim Boston. Devin Thomas fires Tim Boston off the hard Irish whip, catches him. What a counter by Tim Boston. Devin Thomas was looking to put this match away.
This is not Tim Boston's first rodeo, showing that veteran status, yeah.
A little savvy, yes. Tim Boston, and Devin Thomas he's getting wobbly here, John. He might be going out. Crowd starting to get behind.
Referee checking on Thomas now. That's one. I'm grabbing the hammer. I'm getting ready to ring this bell here. Uh-oh.
One more and it's over.
Ah! Ooh.
Devin Thomas is not done yet.
Thomas fighting into this, feeding on this Beardmore crowd a little bit.
The strength, the lower body strength of Devin Thomas on display here. Looking for a way out of this sleeper.
Back body drop.
The back suplex, incredible strength. Nope.
That's a way to get out of a sleeper there. Chilling Cold Stone out a little bit.
Referee beginning his 10 count. Can both of these men answer the count? Can they both get to their feet? Who wants it more, John?
I think both men getting there about the same time. Crowd just yelling things at this point.
Thomas ducks a big clothesline, comes firing off with a hard forearm. Another forearm shot to Tim Boston, and Boston is on Dream Street here.
Adrenaline flowing through Thomas's body.
Flying forearm from Devin Thomas. Could be looking for a second one. Devin Thomas trying to get this now. This is wrestling crowd behind him.
Oh!
A huge Yakuza kick. Face washes Tim Boston out of the corner.
Ooh, Boston with a kick of his own. Now an elbow. Thomas now reeling. Boston going up top. What's he thinking? Oh, God, no, wait, Thomas rolling through.
Thomas, yes, with the roll through.
Oh, could he be going for it? Uh-oh. No, Boston fighting out. Oh, going for a stunner. Oh, Thomas pushing him off. Fantastic counter. These two know each other very well. Oh, what are we doing here?
Finishing maneuver.
Oh, no.
Can Devin Thomas get you?
Boston using the ropes to try to... Oh. Oh, right to the gut. That's it.
What a performance by both men.
Not bad for an impromptu match.
Tim Boston thought he had the match with the stunner. An incredible counter by Devin Thomas. And then the gutbuster knees are enough to keep Tim Boston on the mat for the count of 3.
I thought Boston was fighting out for a second, using the ropes as leverage to not get Thomas up. But Thomas, that strength, was able to get him up. Knees to the gut. That's ball game.
You know.
What is this? Oh my God, it's my best friend. I didn't know he was here.
Is that Alan Shepard? What is?
Oh my, that's
Alan Shepard has just walked into now this is wrestling.
Alan.
John. Alan Shepard.
What is this? I didn't.
Plenty of history.
No. Oh, look out!
Oh, Tim Boston from behind with a chop block to the knee of Devin Thomas.
What is going on here? I did not know my best friend was here.
John, is this an alliance we're seeing between Tim Boston and Alan Shepard? Alan Shepard just choking the life out of Devin Thomas right now.
I do know that Thomas, I know Alan's been upset. He's been frustrated. He lost to Thomas in our Fremont show. Oh!
Well, why?
My God. I've been slapped like Devin by that. I've been slapped just like Devin did.
John,
it
what
hurts.
is going on? Tim Boston and Alan Shepard are working together.
What is? I had no idea about this.
Oh, and stunner. Oh,
Uh-oh, going for that downfall. Is he gonna do it? Downfall. One of the best moves in wrestling.
Devin Thomas has been absolutely decimated.
What is this?
By Alan Shepard and Tim Boston.
What is this?
Alan Shepard came away victorious.
Yeah, Thomas doesn't look like a winner right now. I love this.
Devin Thomas came away victorious here, only to be just decimated by Alan Shepard.
I love this. I'm tweeting about this right now. This is going to be the hottest thing in wrestling right now. What is this? I need to figure out what's going on here.
What alliance has just formed? What are we looking at, Sean?
Does my best friend have a new best friend?
If he does, this could be disastrous for the rest of the locker room. Hear it now, this is wrestling.
What is this? I might have another best friend right now.
Hopefully somebody
Alan
can get a microphone in front of these two and figure out what is going on with you two. What is this?
Yeah.
What is this?
I love it.
What is happening right now?
There. I love this. I love this.
Now this is wrestling, and now I'm confused.
I love this. Bye, Alan. I miss you.